My peoples, welcome to a brand new episode of Boxing for Breakfast. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm your host, Jay Smith, and we're gonna talk boxing. It's 6 days away, my peoples, from the biggest fight in boxing. We're about to witness history. I'm hyped. I'm amped. Yo, let's get it in, man. Let's talk boxing. Yo, K-Man, good morning, Jay Smith. Salute, my brother. Ernest Morales. Got my notification ready. Boom. Ooh. Here we go, my peoples. Braño Romero. Mi hermano, bendiciones, buen día. I appreciate you dropping in, my peoples. It's 22 in the building within the first couple of minutes. That means that the shadow ban has been lifted from Box Center. It looks like they only punished us for 1 week. We back in the building, my peoples, and the timing is perfect. The biggest fight in boxing is about to go down. And guess what? You guys have the opportunity to change your mind. Change your mind, my peoples. Terence Crawford is going to win this fight by unanimous decision. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I'm keeping it 100. If you going with Canelo Alvarez, you my brother, you my guy. I got love for you. I got respect for Canelo. But your feelings is going to be hurt. And I don't want that to happen to you, my peoples. Christopher, what's up, brother? Salute. Bam. Appreciate you dropping in. My peoples, I don't know if you tuned in last week, but Jay Smith Box Center was under a shadow ban. The whole week, no more than 10 people was able to join the live. No notifications, no nothing. They try to slow us down, but they can't do it. They cannot do it. My peoples, don't duck that like button the same way that Lamar Roach just finished ducking Tank Davis. We ain't got to do all that. Come on now. The shadow ban is over. Came and hit that like button, fellas. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, my brother. Well, nice. An advanced wrestler can beat any boxer. I know. And I can block any goofball. Bam. Hold that. Superman. Smith. Salute, my brother. Bam. Appreciate you coming in here this early in the morning. Yo, Superman, guess what? The shadow ban is over, my peoples. We talking boxing. The notifications going out. People telling me, yo, Jay, I got my notification. What's really good? Boxing for breakfast. That's what's really good. Braño Romero. Crawford is cooking Canelo. I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford stops him. He's the hungrier fighter. He got the Michael Jordan and Kobe mentality. Look, man, there's a lot of people that is going to be real hurt after this fight because the expectations that Canelo's just going to wash him and beat him up. I heard Oscar De La Hoya say, oh, nah, Canelo is going to run him out of the ring. He's going to run him out of there. Listen, man, the Golden Boy, I got a lot of love for him. I got a lot of respect for him. He's an all-time great. All of them accomplishments, the resume, the Golden Boy for a reason, you know, that gold medal. But when it comes to Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, is tripping. And after that fight, I'ma holla at him. That's all I'ma tell you guys. Superman, I was out of town, but was watching shorts. Ooh, you know what it is, my brother. And everybody needs to know Jay Smith be dropping them videos, them shorts that be straight fire. Come on now. Come on now. Superman, but he hates Canelo too. But that's my point. Oscar De La Hoya hates Canelo Alvarez, right? Yet he's saying that Canelo's going to beat the crap out of Crawford. That means he really believes it. Because the way that he hates Canelo, he would have loved nothing more than to say, yo, he's going to get beat up, he's going to get pummeled. But in his heart, he feels like because Crawford is moving up 2 divisions, he's going to get ran out of the ring. He's just going to get beat up. He's going to get... According to Oscar De La Hoya, Terence Crawford is getting washed. according to him. Agent 17 in the building. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you dropping in. That's what Oscar De La Hoya says. I'm telling you, I'm going to holler at the Golden Boy after that fight. On September 14th, I need to holler at the Golden Boy. Just do boxing. Peace, my guy. My brother, appreciate you dropping in, man. Bam. We talking, yo, the whole narrative that somehow Canelo Alvarez is going to wash Terence Crawford because he moved up 2 divisions. That's not going to happen. And I think it's going to become real evident, real evident in round number 1. When people see Crawford lay paws on Canelo, they're going to say, oh, shit. Canelo's going to say, oh, shit, goddamn. This nigga got power. I felt that. That's what y'all don't understand, B. Y'all think that Terence Crawford is this little weakling that's just going to... Did you not see this dude looking like a beast? Looking like an athletic god? But no, you don't want to believe your eyes. You don't want to believe what you seen. Okay, then. September 13th, y'all going to be suffering the same way you were suffering when Errol was getting pummeled. Remember when you said Errol was too big? And look. This is what I want you guys to rock with me. Errol Spence is too big. Errol Spence is too strong. Terence Crawford is not going to handle the power. Oh, wait a minute. Because if little Gamboa wobbled him, imagine what's going to happen when Errol Spence touch him. Oh, my God. He's going to get destroyed. Errol Spence got an iron body. Terence Crawford got a little glass body that's just not going to handle the power. Does that narrative sound familiar to you? I'm not comparing Errol to Canelo. Don't tell me they not the same. I'm not saying they the same. Don't even... I'm putting that out there before anybody put in the chat. Oh, but they not the same. I never said they was. I'm talking about the narrative. Does the narrative sound familiar of... Well, you know, he's too small. His opponent is too big. His opponent is too strong. His opponent is going to knock him out. He's not going to be able to handle the power. Does that narrative sound familiar? That's all I'm saying. Wes Dustin, Jay Smith, what's good? My brother. Bam. Appreciate you dropping in. Keep it original ministry. Canelo by KO. Keep it original ministry. All I got to say to you, my brother, I really hope that on September 14th, you show up over here. Just please, just show up over here, my brother. That's all I'm saying. On the 14th, I don't want to hear that your Wi-Fi wasn't working, your internet was twisted up, your dog get your charger, you was getting some weed and the weed guy didn't show up, so you was late to the live and you missed it. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. I want to see you over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really about. I want to see you over here, family. Jay Will, Wes Dustin, what up? Keep it original ministry. Yes, sir. That's all I'm saying, man. I want to see you over here. Just Dope Boxing, you sound familiar. I don't know, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you see me before, maybe not. Maybe I sound like somebody else. Brian Romero, Crawford's going to attack the body early, and it's going to slow down Canelo. Ooh. Listen, that reach advantage is going to be in full effect, and people don't understand that. While everybody's focusing on Canelo so strong and Canelo so big, they disregarding the fact that the 2 people who beat Canelo, who made him look like a Burger King night shift janitor, is guys that didn't have power. What are we talking about? Let's keep it 100. Guys who they have no power. King Von, salute. Bam. We talking about Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol. I'ma just remind you guys that Dimitri Bivol has the grand total of 12 knockouts. So let me go ahead and take a brief moment to debunk the whole narrative that he moved up to 175 and he was too big for him. Bivol was way too big. Did you see Bivol putting his weight on Canelo? Did you see people bullying Canelo in that fight? Did you see people clinching him and bringing him down and doing stuff, weight bully type stuff? Or did people simply outbox the shit out of him for 12 rounds? You tell me how that fight played out. Because last I checked, power had absolutely nothing to do with the outcome. Nothing. Canelo was never hurt, was never wobbled, was never dropped, never looked like he was, gonna be stopped. He got outboxed. And the same thing happened with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather had him looking like he twirled burritos in Taco Bell and boxed part-time. And he don't got power. He didn't have power. He didn't hurt him. So, but Terence Crawford needs power to win this fight. I don't, that whole narrative that he needs power, y'all gonna understand, bro. You don't need power, you need skills. Skills pay the bills. That's been the case in boxing since forever. And I'm not saying the hydro grind, my brother, salute. Guess what, the hydro grind? The shadow ban is over. It looks like YouTube punished me for 7 days only, bro. Perfect timing to get the shadow ban lifted. Because on September 14th, the hydro grind, I need to see you. I need to see. Come on now. The Hydro Grind, 30 people in here. So happy to see that. Jay Will, the Hydro Grind, what up? I heard you cooking the other day. Nah, look, I'm going to keep it 100. I got to keep it real. I got to give the Hydro Grind his credit. He showed up and showed out. That I respect you, the Hydro Grind, because you stand behind your words. You put your face behind your words, the Hydro Grind. So respect to you, my brother. But again, 6 days to the biggest fight in boxing. And by the way, my peoples, come on now. We're going to duck that like button the same way Tank Davis ducking Lamar Roach. Don't do it like that. Don't do it. Tank Davis should have fought Lamar Roach, and y'all should have hit that like button. But again, my people, look, I'm going to say this. All the trash talking aside, we about to witness the biggest fight in boxing, my peoples. I'm super, super excited, regardless of who you think is going to win. All I'm going to say is we don't need to be hating on the fighters, man. We don't need to diminish accomplishments. We don't need to say, oh, this guy didn't beat nobody. This guy didn't do that. That's bullshit, my peoples. We have two of the greatest fighters of this generation. Come on now. When lights run the world, I'm stoked too, bro. I'm hyped about this fight. That's it. 6 more days. We're about to witness something so big. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years, they're going to be talking about this fight for a very long time, my peoples. I promise you. Just do boxing. Talk to them. I try, my brother. I'm trying to let them know, let's enjoy history, man. Look, the people that waste their time talking about Terence Crawford on steroids and about Victor Conti and Snack and all that other shit, that conspiracy shit, that shit that they trying to assassinate a character via shit that they make up out of thin air. How can you enjoy the sweet science? How can you say that you love the sweet science when that's the shit that you're doing out there, bro? That's why there's some of these YouTubers, they not even real boxing people. They YouTubers spreading out bullshit-ass conspiracies. When they don't like a fighter, they make some shit up out of thin air. Just out of thin air and spread that shit. And then the goofballs who follow them spread the shit forward like it's true. But guess what? That's what I'm here for, my peoples. I'm about to, I'm going to always offset that bullshit, and I'm going to give y'all the facts. I could give you my trash talk, and I could give you my opinion, but I'm giving you the facts, my peoples. No cap. Kai Morel, Joel Romero. You just asking me a question. What you want to know about Joel Romero? Just do boxing. I've been saying the same thing on my channel, bro. I'm definitely tapped in. I appreciate you. Then, if you feel that way, we got to talk. Me and you got shit to talk about. There's too much bullshit going on out there. Boxing need people like us that's going to tell the fans the truth. You out here trying to really assassinate Terence Crawford's character when Canelo Alvarez is the one who popped dirty and served a 6-month suspension. And I tell you what, I got mad respect for Canelo Alvarez. And I think, if you ask me, I'll tell you he's a clean fighter. I don't got nothing against them. But then to those fans who want to diminish Crawford and attack Crawford, I say, wait a minute. If you want to attack, you want to keep that same energy, we could do that. That's easy work. If you want to, use conspiracies to attack a fighter, then I'll use facts to attack the guy you support. And I don't care who it is. Come on now. Just Do Boxing for sure. I come on 4 p.m. Eastern time. You're always welcome to come on and build. Keep cooking. No doubt, my brother. Listen, let me show you real quick my IG so you can send me a DM. We trade numbers and let's cook something up, my brother. Let's make something happen. Let's make it happen, my G. By the way, everybody, in that Instagram, I post a lot of boxing videos, a lot of content. And I'm about to drop a little something on y'all real quick, a little announcement for you guys. A little exclusive announcement. Today was a great day to get off of this shadow ban, my peoples. Yo, Just Do Boxing, check this out. I've been having literally a team of people dedicated to hating on me, bro. To try to block me, to try to report my channel, to try to stop me from where I'm destined to going anyways. They can't stop it. They trying, but it just ain't shit they could do about it. But I was shadow banned because of that. The whole last week, I was shadow banned. Throughout the whole week, there was never more than 10 people in the live at once. Nobody was getting notifications. You would look for my channel, bro, and it wouldn't come up. It wouldn't come up. I would have to send you the link for you to find that shit. But here we are. We can't be stopped. So hit me up, my brother. We gonna link up. We gonna make some shit happen. We gonna cook. Age of 17, for real, J. Will. People always find a way to complain. Just Do one of the hardcore boxing channels and always big up the fighters. Come on, bro. Look, we have to know how to separate the difference between trash talking and keeping it real, right? So if I'm trash talking, I say all this funny shit, but when we keeping it real, I could sit here and tell you, listen, hold on. Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Famer right now. Right now, he's an all-time great. If he retired today, he's already an all-time great. He's already arguably the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. That's opinion, but it's a fact that he's the most accomplished Mexican fighter of all time. So guess what? To people who think I'm a Canelo Alvarez hater, hell no. I got mad respect for Canelo Alvarez, and I got mad love for Canelo Alvarez. And I support him. I've always supported him. But right now, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford are going to fight each other. I got to pick one, right? I can't say both are going to win. One fight is going to win. I got Terence Crawford whooping that ass. You want me to lie to you? Or you want me to tell you the truth? I got love for both of them. When two great fighters fight, guess what? Somebody's going to lose. That's the way that it plays out, my peoples. Come on now. Low-key, brother, you know size matters. Actually, size doesn't matter when it comes to greatness. You should have been known that, brother. Come on now. Do I need to start making examples of where the smaller guy beat the crap out of the bigger guy? I could make examples and show you that you're wrong. Skills matter. That's why the saying goes, skills pay the bills. And if you still want to push the size matter, did you not see Terence Crawford, bro? Did you not see what that man is looking like? Come on, my guy. Just look at what Terence Crawford is looking like. This dude is looking like an athletic beast. Man has the body of a bull, literally. When we say young bull, we talking about a young, strong fighter, but damn, he looked like literally a young bull. Come on, my people. Watch. Look at what's going on. Look at the way everything playing out, the way everything's developing. And I'm going to tell you guys something funny. And I got the receipts. That's why I'm Jay Smith, a.k.a. Jay Stradamus, a.k.a. the human algorithm. I got the receipts. I'm going to show you. when this fight was first announced, I said, my peoples, Terence Crawford is already mad big. He hasn't been against, he fought Madrimov a very long time ago at 154. He's mad big right now. Running in the 180s, training in the 180s, lifting weight in the... Bro, I saw this guy yank up 500 pounds in street clothes. This dude went in the gym and went like that, grabbed the shit and went, ugh, and yanked that shit up, bro. 500. I bet you 100% without a shred of doubt that Terence Crawford will lift more weights than Canelo Alvarez. I bet you. Anything, bench press, deadlift, whatever, he'll outlift Canelo. This dude is strong, bro. So this is what I said when they first announced the fight. I said the fans are saying that Canelo's too big, Canelo's too big. And they don't understand two important factors about this fight. Number one, Canelo's not a big guy, my peoples. Let's all be honest right now. All 60-something of us in the building. Let's please be honest, my people. Regardless of who you going for, I'm going to describe both fighters, and y'all could tell me in the chat. Canelo is a small guy. I'm going to remind you. He started his career at 147, then 154, then 160. Now he's at 168. Lost his only, well, not his only, because he beat this guy for the title. But he lost to people at 175, came back down to 168, right? Canelo is a small 168-pounder, my people. Let's be honest. You can tell me that he's acclimated to the weight and he's used to it. That's cool. But he's a small guy, my peoples. Let's look at every single opponent that Canelo Alvarez faced in that division in 168, and they all bigger than him. He like this. They all bigger than him. They all look bigger than him in 168. He's not a big 168-pounder. Terence Crawford is not going to get in there with the real 168-pounders. He can do it with Canelo because Canelo's a small dude. The only reason Canelo has that success at 168 is because he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. We got to give him that. If you don't think Canelo's a great fighter, you don't know shit about boxing. And I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. He's a great fighter. It's just like Manny Pacquiao accomplished at the welterweight division. But he was a small dude and smaller than everybody he beat in that division. Smaller than every champion he beat in that division. So Manny Pacquiao, it's not that he was able to be the same size as those guys. He was smaller and simply better. Smaller but better. Canelo Alvarez at 168, he a small fighter, my peoples. I shouldn't be the one telling you this. Look at every single opponent he faced. He's small. So now think about this. You got a Canelo Alvarez who people saying he's bigger. He's wider. But Terence Crawford is taller and has longer reach than Dimitri Bivol. So why are we only clinging on to the power advantage, but we're dismissing the height and reach advantages, which were tools used by both of the fighters who beat Canelo Alvarez? Why would we even disregard that? Ernest Morales, I've always been a Canelo fan, and I will be his fan after Bud defeats him. And I said it yesterday. Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez is not going to take away or diminish his legacy at all, like people say or think. At all. Because it's what I said. When two great fighters fight, one is going to lose. Regardless of opinion, somebody's got to lose. So I promise you, Bud will beat Canelo by unanimous decision. And then guess what? Canelo's still going to be the face of boxing. The only thing that's going to change is that Terence Crawford's star power is going to absolutely explode. Because this is going to be one of the biggest wins in the history of boxing, my peoples. I'm trying to talk to y'all. I'm trying to tell you what you're about to witness. While some people sitting out there too busy hating on a fighter and too busy trying to diminish accomplishments and lying to the people, making up shit out of thin air, I'm telling you what's really going on, my peoples. We about to witness boxing history. Superman, yes, it's gonna be great. My brother, we're talking about, look, off the top of my mind, I couldn't answer this question to you. I would have to Google it to know the answer. When was the last time two fighters who've both been undisputed, who've both been number one on the pound for pound list, faced each other? When's the last time that even happened, my peoples? Think about that. If somebody can Google it, we will know. But right now, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head when's the last time such a showdown took place. We're witnessing history, bro. We about to witness something that in our lifetime we haven't even seen, and this might be it right here. Superman with EJ and Bud. Nah, my brother, they wasn't both undisputed. EJ's never been undisputed. He was a 3-belt champion. Crawford and Canelo are both undisputed. Both been undisputed. Canelo's reigning undisputed right now. Brian Romero, Crawford will drop the belts. That's what I believe will happen. I believe he'll beat Canelo, drop the belts, go back down to 154, and then if he dethrones a young bull in that division at 39 years old, well, we're going to put him in history, my peoples. If he become a 3-division undisputed champion by jumping up 2 divisions, beating the guy that everybody said was going to knock him out, and going back down and beating a young bull, where do we put Terence Buck Crawford in the history books? Jay Will, Bebo better be our top 5 pound for pound, but neither number 1. Superman, oh, I thought you meant pound for pound, so yes, you're right. Exactly. No, I brought up pound for pound, but I also mentioned undisputed. 2 undisputed champions facing each other. That's crazy. Eugene Pearson, salute. Canelo's performance is going to be better than Israel's. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant because then what if I tell you Crawford's performance is going to be better too? That's the one thing that I noticed, and that's why I think Eugene Pearson, I think you guys are not that confident in Canelo, because you seem to always circle back to Terence Crawford's opponents and their performance. But you're circling back to opponents that Terence Crawford beat. Then we could just circle back to guys who beat Canelo. Because I could tell you Canelo lost twice. You're talking about Madrimov's performance. Canelo lost twice. Got beat twice. So I could tell you, well, Canelo knows how to lose already. Crawford don't know how to lose. He never lost. That's different. There is no blueprint to beating him. Nobody beat him. We know how Canelo get beat. We seen it. We know the kink in the armor with the footwork. We'll see. Eugene Pearson, I said it's not. Salute, Canelo performance is not going to be better than it. Oh, okay, I'm wilding. I went the whole other way on you, Eugene. My bad, my brother. I think it's just going to be different. Because you know that Madrimov has that herky-jerky stuff. Canelo's going to be easier to hit than Madrimov. That's the thing. Because Madrimov is like this all night long. He is in great condition to constantly feint throughout the entire fight. He's a very hard fighter to time, to catch with hard shot. Look, I want you to think about this when it comes to Madrimov, so you can see how good he is. When Terence Crawford fought him, the overwhelming majority of us didn't know him. People want to lie and say, yeah, I know him. I've been following him. But guess what? Madrimov wasn't even on TV, bro. This dude was fighting in places that wasn't even televised, little small venues. No, you did not know Madrimov. Most of us didn't know him. But the guy fights Crawford, right? It goes the distance. It's a good competitive fight, right? The difference is Virgil Ortiz had the benefit of tape, of recent footage. He got 12 rounds to study to fight Madrimov because now he got 12 rounds versus Terence Crawford. Now he knows about the feints. Now he knows about the constant movements. He knows about the counterpart. He sees the things that Madrimov does right now. And even with the benefit of studying current recent tape, Madrimov still won 12 rounds with Virgil Ortiz. Still went the distance with Virgil. Yeah, people want to diminish him just to hate on Terence Crawford. Because that's the thing. And that's why it even makes me sad, my peoples, to see that for some, it's not even about uplifting fighters. It's not even about supporting their fighters. It's about hating on another fighter. Like some people, their main focus is just talking about negative things about another fighter. You don't ever hear them even, they hate more than they support their guy. That's crazy. Eric, Virgil Ortiz is a beast. That's a fact. There's a reason why Boots declined that fight. And let me say, Jerome Boots Ennis is my guy. One of my favorite fighters. He's going to be a superstar. He could have fought Virgil, and he chose not to. But I will say, I have mixed emotions when it comes to that. And here's why. And I said this before. Boots and Virgil right now, neither one of them is a world champion. Neither one of them holds a title right now. So what are we going to get? A 10-rounder? A title eliminator between them? So I'd much rather see one or both of them be a world champion and fight with something at stake. Make it a legit super fight. Because both of these guys have the talent to be superstars. They have the it factor, both of them. So make the fight happen. But that's why I say I got mixed emotions, because I wanted to see it. But I'm also okay with Boots getting those two tune-ups and they meet up next year. Hopefully, Virgil's able to get a title shot by the time they meet up. So we get Boots and Virgil, with that belt up for grabs. Clifton Dennis, I think Virgil's style wears you down, but it's like a counterpuncher. Look, man, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is going to play out a bit similar to Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I say a bit similar because Canelo's not going to get battered like that. But there's going to be moments where Crawford is going to dominate. Canelo's going to have his moments as well. It's going to be a competitive fight. It is going to be a competitive fight. They're going to go at it. My people, to those of you who tune in, welcome to another episode of Boxing for Breakfast. Yo, happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, my peoples. Jay Smith is off the shadow ban. No more. That's it. We beat the haters. They couldn't take us down, bro. Come on now, my peoples. You know what it is. This is Boxing for Breakfast. I'm Jay Smith. And my peoples, let me give you guys an update, man. I'm going to give you guys right now an announcement that you deserve. This announcement is for everybody that's been supporting Jay Smith. This announcement is for everybody that's supporting Box Center. I got an announcement for you, my people, which I already posted it on IG, but I need to let you guys know. Look up Miles Bailey, my peoples. Mr. Miles Bailey. If you look up Mr. Miles Bailey, you're going to see that he's a very, very well-connected man. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe. He knows a lot of people in the game of boxing. Been involved with boxing for a very long time. Well, myself, hold on one second. Myself and Mr. Miles Bailey, we cooking something up, man. We cooking something up real good for y'all. So stay tuned in, and I promise you, you ain't gonna be disappointed. You is not gonna be disappointed. We cooking something special for y'all. J Will, 70 people in the chat. Hit that like. You know what it is, man. Some people be ducking that like button the same way Tank Davis be ducking Shakur and the same way that he ducked Lamar Roach. Maybe they be mad because I be telling them that. They be like, nah, fuck this motherfucker. I ain't gonna hit the like button, man. That's my guys. But y'all gotta understand, man, it's all in the trash talking. I got love for every fighter. I got respect for every fighter. Y'all gotta stop being emotional and learn how to separate between the trash talking and between what's real. Some people don't know how to do it. Marcus Ruffin, who are you going for? I got Terence Crawford winning by unanimous decision. But let me just say something, Marcus Ruffin. I'm not going for Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is gonna win. I'm telling you that he's gonna win. I know he's gonna win. So I'm not going for him. I'm telling you what the result is gonna be, my guy. Eugene Pearson. I got Terence having Canelo on the ropes like Dimitri had him. Canelo had a problem with boxers and then got reach and he got too heavy on his feet. That's going to be a big factor in this fight, my brother. Why? Because Crawford has a longer reach than Dimitri Bivol. You know what you're going to see in this fight? You're going to see that step back counter in Canelo's face a lot. Why? Because Canelo has to go inside of that range to land his own shots. Well, he's trying to step inside. Remember when he was trying to get on the inside of Dimitri Bivol and it was like, pop, 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 just eating leather? Canelo tasted every molecule, every vitamin and mineral in Dimitri Bivol's gloves. Tasted it. And when he's trying to step on the inside on Terence Crawford, the same thing is going to happen. Pop, 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 pop. Take 3 of these. You're going to be getting those 3-piece snack boxes. A chicken wing, a thigh, a biscuit, no soda. Come on now. Agent 17, Canelo wins because Steve Weisfield felt Canelo won rounds. He did on the other judges' scorecards. Now, this is going to be an ass whooping. The judges ain't going to be able to give him the scorecards. They ain't going to be able to give it to him. Breed, Canelo's going to give Bud the business. Man, look, Breed, all I'm going to ask you is this. I respect you believing that because Canelo's a great fighter. But all I'm going to ask you and everybody who agrees with you is to please be here for the Boxing for Breakfast episode of September 14th. I need you to be here, please. Anybody, if you're saying Canelo's going to win, I need you to please be here on September 14th. Because it's going to be a cooking show. It's going to be a cooking show. People getting cooked. People getting roasted, fish fillet, fried, baked, microwaved, all of it. Agent 17, you see Jaime Munguia J. Smith? I don't know if it was a recent video. I seen him like in a beach hanging out. Where I can't remember who it was with, but with another fighter. Duncan Carter, I'll be here, bro. Just subscribe. Duncan Carter, I appreciate you. But you're telling me that you're gonna be here. But don't be a quiet watcher and a quiet listener. I need to hear from you. If you're right, listen. September 14th is going to be a cooking show, my brother. I promise you. If you're right, I'm going to be the one getting cooked out here. Because guess what? I'm not going to go into hiding. If Crawford was to lose, I'm not going to go into hiding. I'm going to be here. So if it goes the other way, I'm going to be ready to take what's going to go in my direction. But it's not going that way. Crawford going to whoop that ass. Then y'all gonna be like, damn, Jay, you told us, or you've been telling us for 3 months. You've been telling us for a couple of years. Now you're gonna fight. Not a couple of years. Let me not cap. After Crawford beat Madrimov, I say he should move up, challenge, and beat Canelo. And people said I was crazy. That fight could never happen. And I don't know shit about boxing because Canelo will never give him a shot. They all disappeared already. Duncan Carter. I'm pulling for Crawford. Oh, okay, okay. So we're going to be celebrating, brother. On the 14th, I'm going to tell you what's the song we're going to be singing on the 14th. There's some people out here that already know what song I'm going to open up September the 14th with. We got a song. Rick Rivera, I'm going to be here too. We're going to be speaking about Canelo victory. Can't wait. Listen, Rick, I'm going to tell you like this, my brother. There's a song that we're going to be singing out here. And when I put that song on, you either going to be celebrating or you're going to be crying. Superman, you know what it is. We are the champions, my friend. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. You know what? I told you guys I know boxing. I don't know shit about singing. But some of you, when you hear that song, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be singing that shit with me. And you're probably going to be doing a better job with the singing part. But some of y'all going to be crying, bro, when you hear that. We ain't going to have time for the losers. We only going to have time for the winners on September 14th. And guess what? Guess what, my peoples? On September the 14th, your boy Jay Smith is going to have the open link. But it's going to be for people who got it right and for people who got it wrong. People who got it right is going to jump in here and you're going to have a whole minute to trash talk your way into this joint. And people who got it wrong, you're going to have a whole minute to jump up in here and I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to have excuses. You're going to be copping pleas. I don't know what you're going to do, my peoples, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a cooking show on September the 14th. I already got my apron ready. Boom. My chef hat. It's going to be a cooking show. Juan Ocasio, don't quit your day job, Jay Smith. Ooh, you ready to suffer. You ready to suffer, bro. Age 17, Jaime Munguia was cleared of PEDs. They did further research, and also Usyk is being investigated by the WBO. So, the situation with Jaime Munguia, yes, they cleared him. I haven't really done any research on that, but if they're saying he's cleared, he's cleared. Still a lot of people been popped in connection to Eddie Reynoso, so I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, what to make of it. But he's cleared. So right now, I think it's fair to say he's innocent. They cleared him. That's what that means. However, when it comes to the Usyk being investigated, that's cap. He put in some joint, some documents saying that his back hurt, so they don't force him into a defense right away. They suspended him for 6 months for the little injury or whatnot. They see him dancing, and because he dancing, they got to investigate him. Like, nah, you got a broken back. You can't dance. Bro, it's not like the dude was twerking and shit. The dude was literally just, like, you know. They trying to investigate him for that. That's cap. The Hydro Grind, on the 14th, we got to have the live a little later because we're probably all going to bed at 2 a.m. that day. Look. Nah, I think September the 14th, I think that live is going to be for like 8 in the morning. But I'm going to tell you like this. You Canelo folks who saying that Canelo's going to win, don't pull that arrow move that y'all pulled. Because with arrow, y'all disappeared from social media and re-emerged a week later with excuses about the car accident and the eye and what happened was. Don't do it now. I don't want to see y'all disappearing from social media for a whole week and then coming back with excuses. Come back and be like, damn, yo, you told us. You told us this is exactly what was going to happen. And this is how it happened. Come on now. King Luda. You think they're gonna break Netflix again? I don't think so. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think so. With Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, Netflix wasn't ready for that. They didn't realize what a global event this was really going to be. Because remember, my people's Netflix is global. That's all over the world. And with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul both being American, they, I don't know, I guess they focused more on the American market, and they felt like that's where the focus was going to be. Well, it was a worldwide, over 100 million views on a worldwide scale. They wasn't ready for that. This time around is different. This is the biggest fight in boxing, historic event. They already made that mistake once. I'm pretty sure they put a lot of money, a lot of IT people, from the technology department into that. And trust me, this time around is gonna go super smooth. They're gonna put a lot of money. They're putting a lot of money and effort and resources to making sure of that. I honestly feel that way. The hydro grind. If I don't show up on the 14th, it's because I'm asleep. Yeah, I. JJ Zendejas, internet went down. I'm telling you, bro. On the 4th, y'all real good. Some of y'all too good with making excuses. I can already picture y'all. Now, showing up. How you gonna show up on the 16th? On the Monday after? You're gonna show up on the 16th talking about, what happened was I went to get some weed and the guy, he sold me some trash, so I had to go back and return it. And while the live was playing, I missed it, B, because this dude had me running around looking for the good shit. And by the time I got the gas, the live was over, bro. I couldn't make it. Don't pull no shit like that on me. Don't pull that on me. I don't want to hear that your guy had the trash. I want to see you right here. So if you got the trash, show up with your trash. I don't care about all that. Agent 17, Jay Smith knows what up. But we won't miss, we promise. I'm trying to tell you, I don't want to hear all that. Nah, because the shit was trash. So when you went live, I went to really get the real gas. And no. We're going to be live. And whether you have Crawford or Canelo, show up. Be real about it. I'ma show up. No matter what. Duncan Carter. I don't believe in trashing fighters. When they beat someone, moving up in weight. Look, I think, honestly, that this fight, moving up in weight, is something that I'm looking at from a historical perspective, as far as he's going to accomplish something big. But I'm not, once the bell rings, I'm not looking at a smaller and a bigger fighter. I'm looking at two world champions, and the best man is going to win. I think the size narrative, in my opinion, was debunked the first time that they faced each other off. Remember when Crawford went in the ring and they faced each other off, and Canelo actually looked smaller than Crawford right there? I think that right there should have showed us that the size difference is not what people want it to be, what people believe it is. It's really not, my brother. Take a look at all 3 times or 4 that they faced off already. They went face to face. We saw them. So it's almost like we're clinging on to the weight classes, but not believing our own eyes. We see them face to face. Canelo's not a big dude at all. He a small 168 pounder. That's why I tell people, yeah, Canelo's been at 168, but look at all of the opponents he's faced. He's been smaller than all of them. He's not a big guy. So when we're talking about the weight factor, well, we can say, oh, he got the power. But it's what I've been trying to tell everybody, man. Power doesn't win fights. Power is not going to be what dictates the outcome of this. And you know what, guys? I've been saying it from the beginning. To the people that say that Crawford is not going to be able to handle the power, that he's going to get knocked out, and all that stuff. When Crawford gets hit with a good shot, and you see that not only he doesn't go down, but he returns fire immediately. When you see that he get hit, boom, and his reaction is boom, boom. When you see that happen a couple of times early, you're going to start getting scared for Canelo. Because that's when you're going to realize, oh, shit. We've been saying that he's going to knock him out this whole time. We've been saying that he's not going to handle the power this whole time. What the hell's going to happen when Canelo catch him with a real good right hand flush? Boom! And Crawford stays standing right in front of him and returns 2 or 3. Bing, bing, bing. All in the face. You're going to start being scared for Canelo. Because then you're going to realize, oh shit, we've been clinging on to Canelo's power for 3 months. And that power is not going to dictate the outcome of this fight, which I've been trying to tell y'all. Qui, you know what that means? Young, no guns. Cable Noble, nah. He may be good early, but he going to sleep. Listen. I'm going to tell you guys how this fight plays out. Right now, I'm going to tell you how it plays out from beginning to end. Qui. Come on, blow. Blow for blow. All in the wig piece. All in the snack box. All in the temple. Come on, man. Watch this. Oh, no, I'm not even gonna show you. I'm not even gonna show you. Oh, no. Hold on. In 1 minute, my peoples, I'm gonna tell you how this fight is gonna play out. Quick. And they all gonna land. They all landing. There is no wasted. They not getting wasted, bro. They landing. All in the weak piece. Watch this, my peoples. I'm gonna tell you how this fight plays out in 1 minute. Look how easy this is for me. This is too easy. It's too easy, my peoples. Look at this. Check it. 1 minute to tell you how the fight playing out. The first 3 rounds of this fight is going to be won by Terence Crawford, or at least 2 out of the 3. Why? Because Canelo's going to take some time to adjust. Canelo's going to take some time to adjust that reach advantage, trying to get on the inside, while Crawford is going to be using that long-ass whip-like jab from the beginning. That jab, bang, bang, is going to be in Canelo's face consistently, just like it was when he faced Bivol, who got shorter arms than Crawford. So the first 3 rounds, Crawford gets at least 2 out of the 3. Round number 4 gets there. Guess what? Canelo starts getting in his rhythm because he's a great fighter. So in round number 4, Canelo is going to have some success. He's going to land some of those hard body shots. He's going to be able to close the range and get on the inside, win some exchanges. So between rounds number 4 and rounds, how many seconds I got left? Hold on, man. I fucked this whole shit up. I put 4 minutes on the clock. Anyways, I'm going to keep telling you. Between round number 4 and round number 10 is going to be a chess match. It's not going to be Canelo dominating Crawford like you think. It's going to be a chess match because at that point, Canelo already felt Crawford's power. So he's going to be more hesitant to get on the inside. Crawford is already establishing his timing, his distance. So when Canelo's trying to get on the inside, he's making him eat leather. With that little step back, boop, boop. Y'all seen him training with Shakur Stevenson. Trust me, that footwork is going to be insane. Chess match, they both win rounds between round number 4 and round number 10. They both winning rounds. It's real competitive. We going crazy watching on TV. But then the championship rounds show up, and guess what? Terence Crawford is going to take over, and he might even make it look easy. He's going to be landing shots. He's going to be using that footwork. He's going to be just putting together the perfect game plan right there in front of our eyes. And he's going to win in such fashion. It's not going to be controversy. It's not going to be that he stole it from him. He beat him by unanimous decision. But it was competitive. It's going to be competitive. And because of it, we're going to get the rematch. The rematch will happen. So there you have it, my peoples. I just told you how the whole fight is going to play out. Tune in, watch it, and then on the 14th, we could get together right here on Boxing for Breakfast, and y'all could be like, damn, Jay, you told me the whole fight. You really is Jay Stradamus. You really is the human algorithm. Stay tuned in, my peoples. That's all I'm saying. Everybody who told me Canelo's going to knock him out, Canelo's going to beat him, Canelo's going to do all this stuff, my peoples, we got to be here on the 14th. Let's be here on the 14th and see if you're really about what you're talking about. We all got to stand on what we're saying, right? Duncan Carter, power, precision, and speed combined with a mean streak. And man, look at Crawford's streak since he turned professional. I already told ya, Canelo knows how to lose. He knows how to lose already. Crawford don't know how to do that, bro. Canelo already got experience with getting his ass whooped. Crawford don't know how to do that. Come on. The Hydro Grind was telling me, he showed up on the show, was like, nah, because Crawford's going to be under pressure. Pressure? This dude eat pressure for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What are we talking about? Young Guns, Buff fans are getting cocky. Not getting cocky. I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to see the fight. Just Young Guns, be here on the 14th. I want to see what you're going to be getting on the 14th. Are you going to be getting excusey? Or are you going to be getting humble? Are you going to accept what Terence Crawford is? Come on. Come on, bro. Terence Crawford served himself a bowl of Fruit Loops, and then he put 2 scoops of pressure in it before he eat his breakfast. Come on now. Come on, my peoples. This is the type of fight right here that is going to prove a lot of people wrong the same way that it did when Terence Crawford fought Errol Spence. We're going to get the same type of situation where everybody's saying, yo, Crawford, he's going to get beat up. He's too little, blah, blah, blah. And then, boom, the beating of a lifetime. And here's the funny thing that I noticed. There's people who make their pick based on what they see. And there's people who make their pick based on emotions. I know how to identify you. If you're making your pick on emotions, I know how to identify you. Now, you know how you can tell that I don't make my pick for based on emotions? Because most of the times I'm betting on Canelo to win. Most of the time I'm betting on Canelo. But this time, I don't see him winning, so I'm going against the other guy. You can't do that. Once you bet for one guy to win, you stick with him no matter what in every fight. And that's what a lot of people I see you doing with Canelo. It's not really about what you see that's going to happen. It's that you got to ride with him. So you got to find a way, an angle that you feel like he can win this fight. Jonathan Castaneda, Crawford getting KO with a liver shot. Like Dimitri Bivol got KO with a liver shot. Kui, cocky, no confidence. Beating of a lifetime. Young Guns, I don't see Bub busting through that high guard. I don't know how you don't see it. That high guard been getting punched in the face for the last 4 or 5 years. I don't know how you don't see it. William Score got through. William Score is better than Crawford. So who did, my brother, who didn't get through that guard in the last 5 years? You tell me who didn't get through. Canelo face been a punching bag, bro. High guard? Come on, man. Canelo been getting punched in the face like crazy, bro. Superman. Yes, that's solid. Duncan Carter. Win, lose, or draw is going to be a good fight, and hopefully does a lot for the sport. I love for 40 years. Ooh, Duncan Carter's so real. Oh, wait a minute, Duncan Carter, because now I'm understanding you a lot better, my brother, because, you know, the little circle with your picture, I can't see it. So from that, I don't know if you 15 years old or 50. Now you telling me that you've been a boxing fan for 40 years. So hold on. First of all, Duncan Carter, hold on, man. Hold on 1 second. 40 years a boxing fan? No. Mr. Duncan Carter, being that you've been following boxing for 40 years, welcome to the Box Center family, brother. Bam, salute. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you tuning into this show, chiming in, joining the conversation, because you following boxing for that many years, you really understand what's going on. And I think you can appreciate someone who's actually talking boxing rather than trying to sell narratives and conspiracies and all that stuff. So I appreciate you joining the show. Yo, salute, my brother. But again, my peoples, this is the type of fight Man, I see a lot of you ducking that like button the same way Tank Davis is ducking Lamar Roach. I don't know if y'all ducking it because Lamar Roach is being ducked. But come on now. But look, this fight right here is gonna be a historic showdown. Like I said before, if we're about to witness history, why would people spend so much time hating on somebody? Why would people spend so much time building up fake narratives? Well, like, I want to enjoy this. I want to enjoy, like, I love the sweet science. I love boxing. Duncan Carter, I know damn well how you feel about boxing. I'm 47 years old. I'm a few years younger than you, but I'm close. And at 47 years old, I've been watching boxing for 30 plus years. And I know exactly how you feel because just like me, Duncan, you got to see how boxing fan base has been changing ever since social media. I'll remind you, Duncan Carter, something that I know you remember. Back when Mike Tyson, Tito Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Prince Nassim Hamed, Eric Morales, Zab Judah, you know, all these guys were fighting. And what we were arguing about, there was no social media, right? So we was arguing about this in the streets, in the barber shop, in the front of the building, inside the house or in the house, and wherever it was. We were arguing. And what the conversation was about, who hits harder. Nah, my guy hit harder. My guy got better footwork. Nah, my guy's gonna beat your guy's ass. Nah, my guy. We were going back and forth about what my guy's gonna do to your guy and what your guy's gonna do to my guy. But today, because of social media, people arguing about who put butts in seats, who's making money, who got more money, who's selling more pay-per-views. Like, why or how did that even become relevant? The pocket watching became part of boxing. People want to talk about what boxers are making. And that's what social media did. Cooking with CER. Skills and determination is the key to real boxing. Facts. Facts. And I'm going to tell you something, my peoples. Talent is something that you cannot teach. You can't teach talent. You either have it or you don't. And I'm going to prove that to you. You could take two 6-year-old kids to the gym, right? Two 6-year-old kids to the gym on the same day, and you took them there for the first time. I'm going to give you an example of talent. You take two little kids to the gym for the first time, and you start teaching them, you know, the mechanics. The first thing in boxing is always the mechanics of the jab and the little forward step, the little backward step, the basics, right? And within a couple of hours, one of those two little kids is already going to look sharp with a jab. One of those two little kids is going to be like this in a few hours. And the other kid, 2 weeks later, you're still trying to tell him how to throw the left hook. He's still going like that with the left hook. He's still arm punching. And you're still trying to teach him, no, look, put the shoulder, put the leverage, pivot. And he's not understanding how to do it. He's not just getting it. Meanwhile, this other kid who's the same age and went at the same time is out there like looking sharp as hell. So talent is something that you either have or you don't have. It's as simple as that. That's why you're going to see a lot of people not make it and some people will. And then there's times that you have the talent, but you waste it with a, lack of discipline. Simple as that. We're going to get the biggest fight in boxing, my people. And we have two great fighters who've been great, who've had a great career. Duncan Carter. I was told that I was a casual because I don't know how much a fighter was offered during negotiations. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, people make arguments based on money when that in reality should be irrelevant to us. Money was never a part of the conversation. Money was only a part of the conversation. I remember Mike Tyson was the first fighter to make $30 million. Of course, it's a conversation like, whoa, the biggest payday ever, $30 million. But nobody was comparing Mike Tyson's purse to everybody else. We wasn't arguing like, Mike Tyson is better than him because he made $30 million. We never made that argument. That never happened. But now, you know, if you're not a professional pocket watcher, I guess you don't know boxing if you're not following how much they make it. Brian Romero, honestly, bro, I can see Bud do what he did to Spence, to Canelo. The reason I said that is because Canelo's style is similar to Spence now. Canelo does the same thing over and over with no adjustments. I mean, he does some subtle adjustments, but I think that Crawford's advantage in reach and better footwork is going to be more of a factor than people want to believe. We're going to see it. By the way, those of you who just tuned in, my peoples, another episode of Boxing for Breakfast. I want to thank everybody who's been showing me love. Thank everybody who's been tuning in. I'm cooking up something marvelous for you guys. I promise you. I promise you. Keep supporting me. Keep showing love. I'm not going to disappoint you. I'm going to be giving you this real boxing content, my peoples. And those of you who've been ducking that like button like Tank Davis ducked Lamont Roach, stop it. Hit that like button, my peoples. Again, September the 13th, we're going to get the biggest fight in boxing. We're going to witness history, my peoples. Forget about the ones that want to be hating, the ones that want to be talking negative, the ones that want to be, you know, diminishing fighters and making stuff up out of thin air just to discredit somebody. Forget about all that, my peoples. Let's enjoy a great night of boxing, a great event, and history is going to be made. September 13th, history is going to be made, yo. Let's enjoy it, man. Come on now. Duncan Carter. In 96, all my co-workers talk boxing. Now I have to teach my co-workers about boxing in order to have a conversation. Yes, that's it. Things are different now, bro. And then you have a lot of fans who, they don't watch the fights. They don't actually watch the fights. They watch the highlights. And off of the highlights, they formulate an argument, which is actually the worst thing that you can do, because when you watch the highlights, if it's this fighter's highlight, you're only going to see him looking spectacular in it. Age of 17. Facts, Duncan. I wasn't around back then, but I feel like NBA watches boxing nowadays. Like nobody watches boxing nowadays. JJ's in the house. That's why you're here. Welcome. Hogs, Bathworth. Everyone in Australia follow boxing. See, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Australia and the UK have a more faithful boxing. Look, I don't want to say more faithful. I would say a bigger audience. It seems like a bigger boxing audience. And you know what? I could even say more faithful, because I noticed that in UK, when fighters lose, and in Australia, when fighters lose, you guys keep supporting them. It's not like stateside, like somebody lose, oh, he's washed, he's a bum, How many times Chisora lost, bro? And I see him get mad support, mad love. And all these other guys who took multiple losses. And it's like when they walking towards the ring, you see fans standing up for them, cheering them. And as you see that love, they love boxing. And it's like, nah, you lost, but we still got you like that. A lot of times in the U.S., man, a fighter loses, and it's like it's almost like his career is about to be over. That shit crazy. Ryan Frazier, Boxing Talk Up North. Jay Smith checking in, my brother. Whoa. Salute, my brother. My peoples, listen. Ryan Frazier, Boxing Talk Up North. That right there, that's my plug from Canada. When I need information from Canada, what's going on, he plugged in the boxing scene in Canada. Tap in with that man right there. Go subscribe, my peoples. Ryan Frazier. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you tapping in. JJ Sendejas. Are you not shadow banned anymore, Jay Smith? The shadow ban is over, my brother. A whole week. You was there. You was there for every episode of Boxing for Breakfast. The whole week, there was never more than 10 people on the live. Not once. Not once. But, lucky for me, the shadow ban was only for 7 days, my peoples. September 14th, we're gonna be here in full effect. You. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Listen to me, JJ. I'm gonna be honest. I thought for September 14th, I might be shadow banned. And I was like, damn, if I'm still shadow banned, the people who said Canelo was going to win, they're going to have a good excuse. Because they're going to be like, yo, I couldn't find the channel, bro. I couldn't find them. I'm back. That's not an excuse no more. We not shadow banned. You're not going to be able to say, nah, look, that excuse got eliminated. Nah, Jay, you know what happened is that I was looking for your channel and I couldn't find it. So I couldn't show up. Nope. Nope, my peoples. We in the building. Abdullah Maloui, this man looks like he knows everything about boxing. Whoa. Brother, I appreciate that compliment from you. That's a compliment that I take it real serious. I appreciate you. Tune in, tap in, see what I'm talking about, and maybe you hold on to that opinion. I hope you do. Brian Romero, for the fight, my peoples, y'all know I'm going to be live for the fight, right? I'm going to be live. Hold on. Let me clear that up for everybody in the building. For Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, Jay Smith will be live. I'm going to give y'all the live reaction. And for those of you who never seen my commentary, yo, Duncan Carter, my brother, when you see my commentary, you old school, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Y'all going to see me calling it. And I'm going to tell you like this. I posted a video where I'm telling you, Terence Crawford already see himself winning this fight. He already see himself. Hands being raised. Guess what? I see myself calling the fight as Crawford is whooping that ass. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, devastating blow from Terence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is wobbly. He's backing away. The left, the right, the left, the right. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, that was a left shot to the snack box and a right hand. Devastating blow. Get ready, my peoples. I'm going to be calling that fight for you. So you're going to get this action on the 13th. And then on the 14th, get ready to be cooked. It's a cooking show. Jay is in the house. I'm going to be in Southern California that day. But I will be watching you, Jay Smith. I appreciate you, family. Duncan Carter. Hopefully, on my channel before the 22nd. Out my channel before the 22nd. Do you mean you have your channel? JJ, Muppet Show Boxing. Hawks Baffleworth. I'll come to your live. If your punch isn't live, he'll come just to say hi and hit the like button. Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. James Garcia, Canelo's gonna whoop Crawford's ass. James Garcia, look, I respect that. I tell everybody, if you see it that way, I gotta respect it because Canelo's a great fighter. Hall of Famer, pound for pound, undisputed. I gotta respect you for saying that. But all I'm saying is, on September the 14th, be here. Be here. Don't cap. I don't want to hear that your internet went down, that your dog ate your charger and you couldn't charge your phone, that you dropped your phone in the toilet and it got water damage. I don't want to hear none of that. Be here on the 14th with that same energy, my brother. James Garcia, I'll be here and give props. And guess what? I already said it before. Don't think if it goes the other way that I won't be here. And guess what? I'll be here to give props too. I'm not going to be here to make excuses or to say, no, Canelo only won because, Crawford didn't look the same and he wasn't the same. Nah, I'm going to be here to give him his full flowers, which we already know Canelo's a Hall of Famer even without this fight. That's what, look how easy it is to show you the respect that I got for Canelo Alvarez. Hypothetically, let's say he loses this fight. Hypothetically, he's still going to be the face of boxing. He's still going to be the guy. That's not going to take that away. So you're going to see the haters. You're going to see the haters saying, well, he lost to a little guy, so he's done. He's cooked. That's it. It's over. But then you're going to see him still getting the biggest paydays and still doing the biggest fights. He's still going to be the face of boxing. The only thing that's going to change is that Terence Crawford superstar power is going to absolutely explode. It's going to be an explosion now. Remember how Terence Crawford's star power went from here to here when he beat Arrow? He's going to do that same thing, but that leap is going to be a lot bigger now. Boom! Now he's leaping out of the stratosphere with this win. Duncan Carter. Always hit the like button. It's free, and it helps the creators, specifically the smaller channels that aren't running narratives. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not into. That's why I tell people, if I gotta say something to get a like, if I gotta say something to get a view, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you want to run with what's going on, and if you can take my opinion, let's get it. I love Griffin family. Are you an OG boxing or mixed martial art legend that we would know? No, sir. I boxed as an amateur, had a few fights. So, no, sir. I'm not somebody that you would know. Rick Rivera. Can I get a shout out to my family bar? Elizabeth. Of course you can, Rick Rivera. I don't know if you want to record this, but here's your shout out for you. Yo, Rick Rivera. A shout out to Rick Rivera's family, the Porn Tavern Bar and Grill in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Yo, appreciate you tuning in and enjoying Boxing for Breakfast. Yo, Rick. Bam. Abdullah Malloy. This is the guy that beat Mike Tyson. The guy that beat Mike Tyson? Who? Buster Douglas? Buster Douglas. Man, what a fight. Are you referring... Abdullah Malawi, are you referring to Buster Douglas? Young Guns. It was a premier fighter. I would have want my trainer to look like Bomac. If I was a premier fighter, I wouldn't want my trainer to look like Bomac. Honestly, I don't see an issue. I don't see an issue at all. Because since when have we really cared about what a trainer looks like? I'm going to tell you like this. It's about the results. I don't care what you look like. If you tell me, yo, for example, I know a couple of amateur boxers, elite level guys that have talent that could become future world champions. If I could put them in there with any coach and I could pick Bomac, I'm picking Bomac. I'm not looking at what he looks like. I'm looking at the results. I'm looking at what he's been doing and what the fighters are doing that are training with him. And I'm going to just give you a reference to show you Bomac's greatness as a coach. Take a real good look at Keyshawn Davis' last couple of fights. And you're going to see a lot of little things that Terence Crawford does that have been added to Keyshawn Davis' arsenal. Take a look at it and you'll see. Especially on the inside game. Breed. Yeah, but it's way different fight. We just looked at Tyson because it was Tyson. I mean, not Tyson because it was Tyson. Tyson is still till today, the youngest heavyweight champion in history. That right there tells us how special he was. I love Griffin family. He looked legit to me. Age of 17, Young Guns. What about Eddie Reynoso? He's big guy too. What about Robert Garcia? #1 trainer in boxing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, how a trainer looks, that's irrelevant. I don't care how you look. Talk to me about your results. Talk to me, and not just about your results. Talk to me about the guys that you helped develop. Because it's easy for a trainer to just get somebody that's already a world champion, already an elite level guy, and bring them on the staff. Well, you're already that. We're gonna work. I'm gonna add to what you already have, but you already there. It's about grabbing a guy that's early on and developing, molding that. That's hard to do. Jake Garcia, you're an exception. Canelo is gonna get a lot of hate, like he's supposed to win. He's not gonna get a lot of hate, bro. He was too big. Look at this. Look at this. Look what you're saying, bro. You're saying he was too big for Crawfish. So notice that you won't even call Crawford by his name. You don't even realize, like, it's so normal to you that you don't even realize how disrespectful you're being. Because it's normal. You guys already made it a thing, right? Where you're going to call this guy Crawfish, undefeated fighter, undisputed champion, multi-division, like all these accomplishments. And what you got for him is Crawfish. He's Crawfish to you. So what happens, that's your perception that Canelo's not going to get no credit because to you, that's Crawfish. How you going to give Canelo credit for beating a Crawfish? But the people who respect Terence Crawford, who respect what he's done for the sport of boxing, who respect his accomplishments, they're going to give Canelo credit because they know he's beating a future Hall of Famer. To you, he's beating Crawfish. To a lot of people, he's beating a future Hall of Famer, a pound-for-pound fighter, an undisputed champion. You just have a different point of view because you don't like him, brother. Breed, bro, remember, I'm going to give you your respect. I don't got to run out of do nothing because I'm the plug. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. We want to see each other on the 14th. I know, look, all I'm saying is this. The reason I keep repeating the show up, show up, show up is because what happened when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fought each other? What happened with all the people who spent months telling me Errol's gonna pummel him, Errol's too big, Crawford is too little? What happened, yo? The day after the fight, crickets. Everybody disappeared, bro. How the hell did that happen? How I had a bunch of people jumping on me about how Crawford was going to get knocked out. And none of them was nowhere to be found. Which, by the way, I stopped betting online, like with people, like placing bets, because of Errol versus Spence. Yo, I had 4 bets. One person paid. One person paid. So 3 people who had been bashing me that I don't know shit about boxing because, yo, Errol's gonna kill him. And look what happened. They disappeared. They was nowhere to be found. Come on, my people. We have to understand it. We have to understand it. You're angry. You need a 30-minute break. Aroma Sound. They're gonna hate Terence even more if he beats Canelo. Bro, listen. If they hated Crawford this much before he fought Errol, after the pummeling session and battering that he gave Errol, now they hate him this much. You see, they hated him like this. But when he gave that beating to Errol Spence, the hate grew expeditiously. And now, look, they won't even address him, the man by his name, bro. Like, why you gotta be so mad? See, it used to be like you didn't like a fighter because he's fighting your guy. But if he beat your guy, you respected him. It used to be that way. It ain't like that no more. Things change now. Now a guy beat your fighter and you hate him. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys, I want to tell you guys a little interesting story. So you can see the difference between what it used to be back in the day and what it is now. I want to tell you guys I want to tell you guys this story. Roy Jones Jr. used to be one of my favorite fighters. Anybody who grew up watching boxing in the 90s, you was following Roy and what he was doing in the early 2000s. And when Antonio Tarver came around for that first fight, I had not been following him like that. So I gave myself the excuses that the fight played out that way because Roy Jones just didn't prepare for Tarver. And Roy Jones probably, you know, he just, just didn't take him serious enough. That's what I thought. So when they was gonna do the rematch, I was like, yeah, Roy Jones gonna beat Tarver up. This rematch, Tarver, you're not gonna catch my boy by surprise. Ah, shit, man. Antonio Tarver put the beats on Roy Jones Jr. in the rematch. And I was mad. I was hurt. And I'm going to tell you guys what. I didn't like Tarver for a while. I didn't like him. But after a while, I started to accept, damn, yo, fuck it. Fuck it, this nigga's a great fighter. Fuck it, I got to accept it. He a great fighter. Roy Jones got beat by... I had to accept it. Roy Jones got beat by a great fighter. And that's it. And I don't got nothing against Antonio Tarver. In fact, I be talking to him privately. That's my guy. Look at that. Now I got mad love for Antonio Tarver. And I'm mad happy for him to see him on the zone, to see him. He's going to be involved in this fight on Saturday. Shout out to Antonio Tarver. Bam. Salute. So you see, the guy that I didn't like because he beat my guy, I'm cool with him now. I ain't got a problem. So after Terence Crawford put the Swiss beats on Canelo Alvarez, you don't gotta hate him, bro. You could be cool and you could enjoy the sweet science. That's all I'm saying. Come on, my people. I'm trying to tell you what it is. Braid, I'm here talking shit. Like I told you, Ginger. T-Swiss, Roy was elite. Bro, listen. I think the people who go back and watch Roy Jones Jr. highlights, they can appreciate what he was or how good he was. But us, who are a little bit older, who watched Roy Jones Jr. fights as they were happening, who watched the things that were unfolding, we understand how special he was. Roy Jones, I said we could describe him kind of like a Michael Jordan, where he was just too advanced for everybody. He was doing moves and doing things that nobody else was doing in boxing. And just like Michael Jordan, you saw stuff that nobody was doing, Roy Jones was that. It's like there's the great ones, and then there was Roy and what he was doing. Just absolutely dominating everybody. Come on now. KGM Picks, Jay Smith the GOAT. Ooh, KMG Picks is in the building. Yo, KMG Picks, my brother. I appreciate you dropping in. My peoples. Listen, KMG Picks, if you're gonna place your bets, if you're a betting man, if you want to know where you're gonna win your money at, yo, holla at KGM Picks. Holla at my boy. That's where you're gonna know where you're getting the right picks at, where you're gonna get your dough. If you betting on football, basketball, all type of shit, K&G Picks is going to get you right. Duncan Carter. Roy had to drop weight to come back down from heavyweight. That affected him. But how much did it really affect him? Because he only went up and fought one fight, if I'm not mistaken, at heavyweight. So how much did it really affect him? I don't know. But even if it did affect him, look how the first fight played out. The Magic Man was on his ass on that first fight. Breed, but don't have as many fights as Canelo, but don't even have half as much wins. You do realize that the number of fights is pretty much irrelevant and incoherent. Dimitri Bivol has 24 fights and he whooped his ass. What does that really mean? That doesn't mean anything. The guy that whooped his ass got less fights than Crawford. Way less fights than Crawford. Dimitri Bivol got like 25 fights, bro. And he fought Canelo with like 20 fights. Whooped his ass. So when you say he got a lot of fights, that's meaningless, brother. Breed. But don't have, oh no. JJ Zendejas. Lingüica, ooh. Lingüica and eggs, toast, and coffee. That's what I'm having for Boxing for Breakfast. Enjoy your breakfast, my brother. Hell yeah. My peoples, if you're having breakfast, if you're on your way to work, whatever it is that you're doing, man, good morning. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day, man. Think positive. Be positive, my peoples. There's no need to spend your time in negativity. Aroma sound, the Swiss beats. Well, that's what Terence Crawford is going to put on Canelo Alvarez. But it's going to be the Swiss, the Dre, and the Apple beats. All at once. Duncan Carter. Gotta respect anyone that does this for a living. Of course, man. Of course. And I be telling people, look, boxing is the sport where the most people die. The combat sport where the most people die is boxing. Every time you step in the ring, your life is on the line, my peoples. Your life is on the line. How could you not respect somebody like that? How could you diminish, discredit, and attack somebody like that who put in their life on the line? Breed, I'm not. I just can see Bud going up like that, and I like both fighters. We're going to see it, man. That's it. We 6 days away. Ryan Frazier, Boxing Talk up north. Roy is one of my GOATs. Yo, Roy Jones Jr., you know, watching him was just different. It was just different. He was too many levels above his opponents. Too many levels above good fighters. James Toney gave him a good fight. James Toney, that was a good fight. Although Roy Jones showed out in that one too and did his little things. Breed, Skull was running. You're right, Skull was running, but Canelo couldn't cut the ring to save his life. Come on now. It's two fighters in there. It's a ring. He can't leave that ring. You couldn't catch him. Canelo footwork. People like to ignore that glaring weakness. That footwork. JJ's in there. Has Jay Smith. Did you see Roy Jones got his gold medal? Bro, I'm going to tell you like this, JJ. When Roy Jones got that gold medal, and I'm going to tell you guys some funny ass shit. This is not even funny. But you know how men, we're supposed to be the toughest. We're supposed to be the robots. Men don't cry. We don't have feelings and all that shit. Guess what? Yo, JJ, when Roy Jones got that gold medal, I cried, bro. Like, I cried literally. Like, tears came down both of my eyes. That's what that moment meant to me. Does that make me soft? Does that make me corny? Does that make me goofy? I don't know. But I know that it felt real good to see Roy Jones get that gold medal. And have it handed to him by his opponent from that day. That was a special moment. Duncan Carter. I told a co-worker back then that Roy Jones was fighting a dragon. I'm betting on Roy. Roy Jones was something else, bro. Breed. Skull could have won, but honestly, now bro was running because that power he felt. Of course. He felt that power. He felt that he decided, to make a business decision. That's cool. I respect that. But Canelo, he didn't look good. He didn't look spectacular in that fight because he could not cut the ring. He could not corner him. He could not get him on the ropes. Superman. Bivol. That's a good fight. Nice cold bottle of Boxweiler. Bivol had like 400 amateur fights. Very accomplished amateur. Yeah, he's a top-level fighter. Great fighter. Give me a hug.
Papá, ¿por qué tú no me dejas coger a Poppy?
Give me a hug. Come on.
Papá, ¿por qué tú no me dejas coger a Poppy? Dime por qué.
We got to give her a bath.
Pero I want it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm going to get her for you.
Oh, take you to the back. Do you want? Come.
Okay. But wait for me in the living room. Go.
So,
I'm going to go right now. Wait for me.
I want to pet the dog.
You want to pet the doggy?
Yes. Right now.
Right now? Okay. Yeah. Let's go get the doggy. My peoples, once again, to those of you who didn't know, I was shadow banned last week for an entire 7 days straight. There was never more than 10 people in the live because YouTube wasn't playing around with me. But the shadow ban is over. We back in full effect. Super excited because nobody's gonna have an excuse on September the 14th to say, nah, yo, I couldn't find your channel because you were shadow banned. Nope, no excuses. We all gonna be here. My peoples, I'm about to end this episode of Boxing for Breakfast, but before I do, I want to give a shout out to everybody who tuned in, everybody who hit that like button, everybody who subscribed. I see some people subscribe today. Yo, I really appreciate y'all, man. And again, I'm cooking up some marvelous stuff for you guys, man. Stay tuned in. I'm not gonna disappoint y'all. We're gonna keep, JJ, let the people know, man. We're gonna keep this ship sailing straight. Box Center, we not about capping. We not about conspiracies. We not about giving you fake stuff. We not about discrediting fighters just because we like the other guy. We ain't about that, my peoples. We talking real boxing. You welcome to jump up in here, do your trash talking, do what we got to do. But come on now. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real, my peoples. One love to JJ's in their house. One love to Ryan Frazier, Boxing Talk up north. One love to John Parham. One love to Jay Will, Superman. Yo, everybody who tuned in this morning, my peoples, we off the shadow ban. You already know what it is. I'm going to be back tonight. Since we off the shadow ban, my peoples, I'm going to be back tonight. So tonight, 7, 8 o'clock at night, guess what? We live. We're going to be talking. We're going to be trash talking. Yo, Canelo versus Crawford, my peoples. We got to talk about it. I'm going to see you later tonight, my peoples. One love to everybody, man. This is Boxing for Breakfast, your favorite boxers show where you get your early and healthy dosage of sweet science. I'm Jay Smith. I'm out of here, my peoples. One love to everybody, man. I really appreciate it.